Kicking off a busy weekend in pro wrestling, I'm Matt Carlins, and this is just pro wrestling news for Friday, May 6th, 2022. This update is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us. That's Indie with a Y.
WWE.
Tonight's SmackDown is promoting a tables match. It's Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. Plus, WWE Women's Tag Champion Sasha Banks versus Shayna Baszler. Big E shared an update on his recovery from a broken neck. He said his, quote, C1 apparently isn't healing optimally, end quote. And he'll spend at least another month in a neck brace. He remains optimistic about his recovery. Meiko Satomura is still the NXT UK Women's Champion. She beat Isla Dawn on Thursday's episode. Some of the, quote, exchange students, end quote, from NXT in the US were on the show. Damon Kemp beat Danny Jones. Also, Lash Legend was a guest on Noam Dar's Supernova Sessions talk show segment. Plus, Tiger Turan made his WWE debut with a win over Tate Mayfairs. WWE announced a record $333 million in revenue during the first 3 months of 2022.
AEW.
Tonight's Rampage is at a very early start time, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. This is all thanks to TNT's coverage of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. Riho is set to return to action in an Owen Hart Foundation qualifying match against Yuka Sakazaki. Also, Jay Lethal versus DDT Pros Konosuke Takeshita. Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm and Ruby Soho. And Hook versus JD Drake. Top Flight's Darius Martin will apparently be out for 6 to 9 months after a bad car accident.
Impact Wrestling.
A title match has been added to Saturday's Under Siege special. Ace Austin will defend the X Division title against the former champion Trey Miguel. Austin retained the title with a win over Rocky Romero on last night's Impact. Rich Swann versus Laredo Kid is now added to the Countdown to Under Siege pre-show. Swann and Willie Mack were defeated by Bullet Club's Chris Bay and Jay White on Thursday's show. Also on the show, PCO beat Jonah in a Monsters Ball match. New Japan's Tomohiro Ishii beat Steve Macklin, and W. Morrissey beat Brian Myers in a tables match. Myron Reed is still MLW World Middleweight Champion after a win over Shane Strickland on last night's Fusion. Also on the show, Richard Holiday beat Davey Richards, and the MLW Tag Team Champions Calvin Tankman and EJ Nduka won a non-title match over Bud Heavy and Red Pickens. Mexico's AAA promotion has added a big match to its Triple Mania card in Tijuana coming up next month. It'll be a 5-way for both the AAA World Cruiserweight and Latin American titles. Laredo Kid is the Cruiserweight champ, Taurus is the Latin American champ. The match will also include Phoenix, Bandito, and AAA Mega Champion Hijo del Vikingo. Over in Japan, a trio of wrestlers who just left Pro Wrestling Noah, Eita, Kotaro Suzuki, and Noah's former booker, Nosawa Wrong Guy, are the new Open the Triangle Gate champions in Dragon Gate. That is just pro wrestling news for Friday, May 6th. Be sure to subscribe to this feed so you don't miss our next update. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.